What's up, guys? It's Shurfrousky here. We just had the Warhammer preview at Adepticon 2024, and lots of cool shit came out. So today, for this video, I want to go over the Age of Sigmar 4th edition and talk about kind of what they've shown us so far. So you can see I'm already on the Warhammer community page, and I'm gonna go right into the article they got about it. So yeah, with the article, I'm not gonna read every word verbatim. That'd be kind of boring. You guys can read this yourselves if you want. But I'm gonna kind of do like a little TLDR, just summarize portions of this article and kind of discuss it and give my thoughts about it. So let's get into it. I like how in the beginning it's got this different languages. It's kind of cool. I don't think I've ever seen that with other articles. So that's really cool. We got the trailer right here. Okay, so in this first little intro section, right before this headlining of the story so far, just kind of talking about how, Skaven haven't really been touched on a lot, maybe lately, maybe in the lore or even just in general with the models and what else is going on. So they're saying that's why they're like the big bad of this edition, and there's a big focus on them because of that. And then it even says kind of what's to come for 4th edition. So they'll say this being rewritten from the ground up, and there's gonna be new miniatures, new rules, new game mode, and a new chapter. Alright, so let's continue.
Help cast into ruin. Hashtag new AoS.
Alright, so we got a little background with the Skaven. They're basically gonna be causing the cataclysm. They're naming it the Radicalismic. I don't know, it's kind of hard to say it. They're doing a radicalism, I guess you could say, and they're breaking up everywhere across all the mortal realms, and specifically right here you got the realm of fire. And because of this, the Great Horned Rat is now able to make a deal with Archaon and ascend as a rightful 5th member to be a Chaos God. So I guess that's some of the new background lore regarding the Skaven. Got some pretty cool pictures. Look at these from the cinematic. Well, I should probably open it up and see. Yeah, that's a cool picture. Oh, click into these ones actually. Yeah, those new Stormcasts are pretty sick. And now here's a little bit of Stormcasts. They got this. They're using the Stormcasts of the Hollowed Knights, and they're so desperate that they have to use, I guess maybe Stormcasts from the Ruination Chamber. And it kind of explains a little bit of what these Stormcast Eternals are. These are the ones that have been killed and reborn so many times that they just have a shred of humanity left, barely anything at all. And the next time they fight, they'll probably just lose it all. And they don't really say what they're going to be, of course, I think, throughout all the lore, but I think we all assume that it's going to be almost like automatons or soulless people that just don't give a shit about anything, maybe. So yeah, it's cool. That's some cool background.
The game.
So for the game section, they're basically saying it's kind of like the same shit they did for when they advertised for 9th going into 10th edition for 40k, right? If you guys watch that transition, they're saying, oh, we're stripping away the friction and we're making it more cleaner and smarter, stripping away the fat basically. Trying to say it's simpler but still tactical and strategic. That's what they're saying here. So it sounds like they're pulling a lot of influence from 10th edition, which could be good. 10th edition has some really good, clean, streamlined things they did. And some of the specifics they're talking about is making the rules more modular, more opportunities to react to your opponent during their turn. They're changing the command points and the abilities, it looks like. And they're even changing the way that double turn works, which is kind of interesting. Because I think most AoS players know, double turn, it's if you get it, you're always going to take it. It's almost no reason not to take it, right? And it's almost kind of like an instant win sometimes, right? It's just so easy to really destroy somebody once you get that double turn. So I wonder if they're going to change it in a way where it's more detrimental if you do take a double turn. So maybe you get less points, maybe you get a debuff. Whatever thing they could think of. That way it's not such a guarantee to take a double turn that you really got to think about oh, do I want to risk it? Maybe I'm in a bad situation, maybe I should give them the turn instead, So hopefully it's a good change, because I think maybe half or most of our AoS players don't really like the double turn, and I'm kind of one of them. I don't really care too much about double turn, to be honest. Alright, so next up is...
What does this mean for my army?
Okay, so the way they're changing armies is... I think it's kind of what most people predicted. It's going to be like index, basically. So all the rules we have for armies in 3rd edition is basically going to be thrown in the trash, and we're getting a whole new set of rules, new roar scrolls, probably, new abilities, new faction abilities, all that kind of stuff. So, and exactly same thing as the way 9th went into 10th, a whole new like clean slate of the way they're doing the factions and their rules and their war scrolls and all that. So that's all going to be different. And also in the beginning, or as soon as the game comes out, they said they're going to have a free downloadable faction pack for all of it. So again, same thing like 10th. All the rules would be free for the factions until the battle tomes start rolling out, and then you'll have to buy them and probably put those into the apps if you're using the apps and all that kind of stuff. So same exact thing as 10th edition if in 40k if you guys paid attention to that. So next is
Spearhead, a new way to play.
So this is just kind of confirming what we all thought Spearhead was going to be. It's going to be Age of Sigmar's combat patrol version. Literally the same thing. They're specifically saying it's going to be Spearhead and Vanguard boxes, probably because I'm guessing they're not going to have all the Spearhead boxes for every faction once 4th edition launches. So they're probably going to have, like, substituting the Vanguard boxes, right? And then maybe when those other factions eventually get their own Spearhead, and change, the units and rules and whatever. But yeah, it looks like it's to be the same exact thing as Combat Patrol, a small little little sub game version of the main game with its own little rules, and the war scrolls would be a little different to kind of help balance things. Missions specifically for it, enhancements specifically for all that kind of stuff, right? So, which is actually cool, because I for the 10th edition 40k, I like the Combat Patrol. It's a real fun way to take the models for the main game and play a decently fun small version of it. So this is gonna be cool. This is gonna be fun. All right, and that's basically the gist of this article. Not too much details, but a good little amount. Not too bad. Yeah, so it's gonna be awesome. They're gonna slowly sprinkle out the news in the next couple months until the lead up of the launch, right? They're saying there's going to be a lot of new miniatures. I wonder if that means they're like completely revamping Skaven, since there's so many old models in there, right? So, or if it's across the board too. I'm sure across the board, but I'm assuming maybe mostly Skaven, because I always hear how old those models are. So those guys are probably getting most of it, right? But yeah, we're just gonna have to sit and wait and see what they say. And at the very end, they even let you pick who you're gonna support. You can just put Order with the Stormcast Eternals, or Chaos with the Skaven. And I think this is a newsletter thing. So, but I'm gonna pick one. With me being a Tzeentch fan, probably should pick Skaven, right? But you know what? I'm gonna pick Stormcast because I wanna see what these guys are like, and do something a little different, right? So I'm gonna pick them. Oh, okay, yeah, and it's just email list. All right, gotcha. All right, so that's gonna be it for this one, guys. Hope it's a good little digestible little news video for you, explaining kind of what they teased at Adepticon for Age of Sigmar 4th edition. Yeah, if you like this, please leave a like, subscribe, do all the YouTube shenanigans. Why not? It's free, helps me out, all that good shit. So, all right. Anyways, see you later. Adios.